Okay.
All right, so tell me about the famous Burbank City Hall rat that could not be killed.
We had this incident where a rat, they climbed down out of the ceiling using the old city's air conditioning ducts that were from around the time when the building was first put in. And when they took them all out to put in modern air conditioning, it created a highway through the building for rats. And anyway, they would come down, jump onto our suspended ceiling here from above out of the vent holes, and run around up there and then find the poles for electrical conduit, and they would walk down the electrical conduit and onto the back of a machine over here. Well, one inspiring rat, he came down, and this is around Christmas time.
What year?
About 1995, 96,
Okay.
one of those years. And he, we had a box of See's candy on the table that someone had given us. And the rat got up there, and he gnawed into the corner of the box lid so that he could get a grip on it to take the top off. And he slowly pushed the lid up until he got it off of the box of See's candy. He took the box and pulled it over, and he literally sat in Linus's chair and ate only the nuts and chews out of the See's candy. He wouldn't touch the cream-filled ones. And all of the cream-filled ones were right there in their spot, but he left this mess of, the little brown paper cups that the candies sit in, and chunks of peanuts, and, some of the glazed candies that hold the nuts together. And but that's all he ate, and they were all over Linus's chair and all over the table, and the box was wide open. But the cream-filled ones were in perfect position inside the box. Well, this kind of annoyed us, and so we called the Public Works people, and they sent, here they have what they call a C&M crew, which is construction and maintenance, and their job is to fix things and do pest control and stuff like that. So they put out these little sticky traps, and they squirted peanut butter and into them and stuck a Snickers bar in the center. Well, we came in the next day, and here's this sticky trap. On the sticky trap are all of these dirty rat footprints, and the peanut butter and the Snickers bar are gone. What would happen is when they jumped down on the ceiling above us, they'd get their feet all dirty, and he would climb down the electrical conduit, and his feet were, touching the sticky stuff, but they weren't penetrating because the dirt made a barrier between the sticky and his feet. So he just walked right out onto the sticky trap and ate the food and split. And that cheered up the C&M guys no end. So they come in with their big, heavy metal snap traps. And those were fine for a while. They came in, and but he put all of the same peanut butter and stuff on there, and they would eat the stuff right off of it. And this rat just walked away. None of the traps ever tripped on him. And so the C&M guys got really mad, and he came in.
What's C&M?
Construction and maintenance crew.
Okay, continue.
And anyway, this was one of my favorite things. They brought in one of those 30,000-volt traps where they walk in to get the food, step on the plate, and get fried to a burnt crisp. Well, anyway, what he did was he flipped the stinking thing over and somehow made all of the food dump out without going into it. And he sat there and ate the food and split without ever going inside the electro-death trap. And, it got to the point where we had a can of peanuts on the table, and unfortunately one of us left it open one night. Now, this is the thing that got me about this rat. He came in, and we have a box up there that has condiments in it. It has plastic forks and salt and pepper and ketchup, hot sauce packets, and all that sort of stuff. So anyway, he comes in, and he's up on the table, and he's got these nuts, and he's eating them. But he took the ketchup packets. Now, I don't know how he knew, but he'd slit them down, using his teeth, biting into the top of the ketchup packet, and he was literally dipping the peanuts in the ketchup. And we're like, what is this thing? He's indestructible. unreasonable. He doesn't know what to do with, or we don't know what to do with him, and he is just making a mockery of all of man's wisdom and rat-catching knowledge here. Well, finally, the C&M guys said, and I mean, this went on for several weeks, and the C&M guys said, well, we just give up. We don't know what to do about him. And so anyway, to make a long story short, they were going to call an exterminator and have them come in, and spray and do whatever they needed to do to kill him. But what they did was some of those traps that had the sticky stuff on them were left. Well, he ended up going over there because we weren't feeding him anymore. He was getting hungry, I guess, and he chewed the edge of the plastic on the sticky trap, and he choked to death on it. Because he was starving. And, I mean, I felt bad for him, and we came in that morning and found him there.
A valiant foe.
Yeah, thus passeth a worthy opponent. And so we made at this time they were building the parking lot directly behind City Hall that's there now. And we decided that we would give him a proper burial. So we built him a little paper coffin out of padding board that we use on the back of pads to, I can't think of the name of it. But anyway, bottom line, we made him a little cardboard coffin. We carried him down the hallway with string from inside the shop here, and, like a funeral procession down the hallway, out the back door and up the stairs. And just to the left of the opening that goes out to the parking lot, we had dug a small hole, and we lowered him into it, said a few words. We buried him, made him a little cardboard headstone, stuck it there, and put little rocks around the outer edge of the thing. And, I wrote on the headstone, thus passeth a worthy opponent. And anyway, I'd never seen a rat like that. He was a connoisseur he wouldn't eat creams. And I mean, See's candy, you're not eating the chocolate and the creams, that's ridiculous. But he ate all the nuts. He ate all the nuts and chews, and that's all he would eat out of the whole box. And then dipping his peanuts in ketchup. That was just way over the top for a rat. And anyway, then there you have it.